Hi guys. So Monday is the day of Muse and I do my book recommendations on Monday. But today I'm doing more of a book review, not really a recommendation, because how do you really recommend a book which has already sold 1 million copies as we speak? Yes, you might have guessed it right. I'm doing The Midnight Sun. Okay, so have I ever waited this long for a book to come out? 10 years? No, I have not. Did all this anticipation and all this waiting, yield the result I wanted? Probably not. So, let me explain a little bit. For most of you already know, and those who do not, Stephanie Meyer started writing this book around, I think, 10 years ago. But some parts of this book, this Midnight Sun, were leaked online and she got very affected by that and she just stopped writing it. Yeah. But for some reason, she picked up the pen again and here we are with the version in 2020. And why was I eagerly waiting for this book when I have claimed on many occasions that I'm no longer an Edward Beller's fan? Well, nostalgia is a strong emotion, isn't it? It makes you go through a 700 odd page book in 4 days flat. Yeah. So I had read the Twilight, the first book, when I was relatively young, and at that time I had not read so much of fantasy and except Harry Potter, of course. So I did not like it that much, but yeah, it was not like I hated it or something. I was a decent fan, but over time, of course, I have grown out of it and I'm no longer very fascinated by this whole story. But does that mean that I will not read this book? Of course not. I have to complete the full circle. I had to read this book. The introductions are done, backstories checked. Now we can get into the review. Well, first question is whether you should read this book or not. Now there are just two parts to it. Either you are a Twilight fan or Twihards, as they are called nowadays, and you will read the book. I mean, you will if you are a Twihard. But if you are not, and you had been a former Twilight fan like me, and you are wondering whether should I read it or should I not, you can, that is why I have these pros and cons of whether you should read it or you should not. So, what did I like about this book? Now, this book, mild spoiler, is from Edward's point of view. Yeah, so this is more or less the first book, but from a different mind altogether. And I cannot stress this enough how much I enjoyed being in Edward's brain rather than Bella's. Bella's character, I have always thought of as being very, very flat. I mean, yeah, she is like the biggest snowflake of all time. But Edward's mind is much more insightful. It gives a deeper meaning to everything. Even their conversations, which were very, very vague in the first book, have been etched out properly. I think Stephanie Meyer just has written it in a much, much lucid style. Yeah, and one other thing which was lacking in Twilight is the backstories of all the other vampires, which has been covered in detail, and I really enjoyed that bit. And even the history and the some parts of it, where because most of you know that Edward can read minds, and there is this whole bit where he keeps, through his mind we see others' lives, other stories, and that's really interesting. But I mean, there are too many cons to overshadow that one big plus point of being in Edward's mind. I mean, the story is pretty much the same. If you think that there's going to be some new twist or some new hitherto undiscovered angle, that's not going to happen. The whole obsessive relationship is pretty much the same. Yes, I mean, it does get interesting in some parts because Edward has explained it much better, but I mean, you can only look at it in so many ways. The whole point of view of Edward of I'm a monster, I'm gonna kill her, oh my god. I mean, okay, we get it, you're dangerous, this is not the usual situation, get over it, she likes you. Yeah, he gets this is way too many times repeated in the whole book, and I got like sick of it. And I mean, to admit honestly, in some parts of the book I was glossing over some of the details because we already know that, and somewhere you were like, okay, this is just going on for too long. It's a long book. I mean, that's there. It's a very long book. So yeah, I think overall, if you are a Twilight fan, I think mostly you will read the book. Yeah, it does make you reminisce, and you just think of those, you're transported back to them. I mean, that's a magic of books. You're transported back to that time, when you were all starry-eyed and you gushed over Edward and all that, and it's a nice feeling. I am not denying that. But overall, I mean, I cannot give this book like more than 2 stars or something, because for me, the biggest problem with the Twilight series has always been very very basic and very very see-through plot, you know, and I mean it doesn't surprise me anymore. By now I can hear Twilight fans screaming in the background, snarling, baring their fangs at me. I will make a run for it. I hope I will see you again if they spare me. Bye.